Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lugness Monster. Today we do have some Black Series and Vintage Collection news to go over, so if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit that sub button so you don't miss out on any upcoming news. And plus, we are actually giving away this ARC Trooper Echo. Once we hit 5k subs, you have to be subbed to the channel though to enter, so make sure you hit that sub button, and on to the news. So, first up, Hasbro actually did announce the next Haslab support goal for the Rancor, and I have mixed emotions about it. So if you guys didn't know, the first support goal, was the Gamorian Guard. Pretty good one. I think that a lot of people were upset because it's not a new figure, it is just a repack. But I'm alright with the Gamorian Guard because it's an essential figure to the Rancor. It's in the same scene as the Rancor, and I think it's got to come with him. So I'm perfectly fine with that being a bonus tier item. The next one, though, is kind of upsetting, though, and it is actually some like bones, some skulls, some rocks, and then it is a cardboard backdrop, which is kind of cool. I mean, I love the idea for a cardboard backdrop, and I love the idea for skulls, bones, and rocks, but the problem is this is a support goal. I think those are all really necessities for the set anyway, and it shouldn't be a support goal for this. I think compared to like Marvel Legends and all of the other Haslabs we've seen, they've had pretty reasonable support goals. They've had figures, they've had stuff like that, which I mean it's worth that extra money, where some rocks and some skulls, I just don't really see it. I think that cardboard backdrop is super cool. The only problem is I'm pretty sure this thing is massive. If you look at the Rancor compared to it, this backdrop's got to be a solid 2 feet tall, and that means it's probably a good 3 to 4 feet wide, which means I already have a hard enough time probably going to find room for the Rancor, so let alone a 2 by 4 foot backdrop, that's going to be impossible to find room for. And I think it is really funny. After Hasbro did announce this next support goal, the Rancor started losing supporters, which I kind of agree with. Unless they're saving the best for last, this really makes me think that they're not going to include Ula or the Rancor Keeper. At this point, I think that's what the last 2 support goals need to be, and I'm definitely afraid that that's just what's not going to happen. I'm afraid that one of the figures will be a repack of Luke Skywalker, the Jedi Knight Luke, this one right here. Great figure, and I think this one is also a necessity to the set, but the problem is we only have 2 support goals left, and if one of them is taken up by Luke, the other 2, you can't have Ula and the Rancor Keeper. So that's my biggest problem. I think Jedi Knight Luke is a necessity to the set, and I wish he was there instead of the rocks and skulls and stuff, but I just really hope we get Ula and the Rancor Keeper. And like I said, I do think Luke is a necessity to the set, but if that means that 2 of our stretch goals are going to be repacks, I don't want it to happen. I know he's an expensive figure on the aftermarket, and he is a necessity, but these Haslab stretch goals are not supposed to be repack after repack. They're supposed to be brand new figures, exclusive to the set, and I really do hope that's what they decide to do. It's also funny, Yakface did post on his Instagram, no Ula, no Mula, and honestly I agree with this. I think Ula is going to be the deciding factor for me if I do want to buy it. While the Rancor is cool, those stretch goals are pretty big for me as well, and again, I love the Rancor, but $350, you better be getting your money's worth with those stretch goals, because some bones and a backdrop just really isn't worth that extra money, because I do think the Rancor is overpriced as it is. The new Black Series Galaxy's Edge exclusive Droid Depot is supposed to be available on the 17th of November, which is, I guess, Star Wars Life Day. If you ever see anything about that, that's what that is. And if you don't know what Life Day is, it's basically like Star Wars Christmas, and yeah, it's pretty much what it is. I know the entire like Star Wars holiday special was based around Life Day, so if that helps at all. But yeah, it's supposed to be available on Life Day, and meaning that this one's available, I'm guessing that the other 2, or I believe might have been 3, Disney Store exclusives will be available on the same day. They will go up on shopdisney.com. I'm assuming they'll go for pre-order too. So if you do want to get these, check on Shop Disney so you don't actually have to go into the theme park to buy them. But yeah, pretty cool. I know a few of those sets are necessities for me, so I might have to pick a few of those up. And speaking of Life Day, Yakface did post rumoring that there will be a wave of Life Day figures that will be available to purchase / pre-order on the 17th as well. We don't really know what this wave of figures is. I'm guessing that this is the next holiday wave. So, I mean, I guess that's a pretty fitting release. So, if I did have to guess, since the 17th is just right around the corner, 2 days away, I'm guessing that tomorrow is the 16th, which is a Tuesday. Bring Home the Bounty Tuesday is a great time to reveal these figures and then put them up for pre-order the next day. I think that's what's going to happen. So look tomorrow for a brand new wave of holiday figures. I think that Life Day Chewbacca is going to be in it. I'll throw up a photo of what he looks like, but it's basically just like Chewbacca in like a red sweater. I think it'd be pretty cool. For the rest of the wave, we'll see, but yeah, who knows. And Best Buy has actually been finding like tags for these in stores and in their system, so they are supposed to hit stores pretty soon. I'm guessing they're trying to get them out before the holiday season. They actually did show up in Hasbro's distribution center in Georgia, so hopefully that means they're going to be hitting stores pretty soon. So you never know. They might not go for pre-order. They might just go in stock, considering that the holiday season is right around the corner. And this Black Series Holiday Wave was rumored to be an Amazon exclusive, but we actually have seen like tags in Walmart system, in Best Buy system, like it did already show. So I'm guessing that this figure or this wave of figures won't be like exclusive to one store. What it'll be is they'll do like each figure is exclusive to a different store, like they did with the last holiday wave, and kind of like what they did with the credit collection wave this year as well. So if I had to guess, like maybe Chewbacca will be exclusive to Target, and then whoever else will be exclusive to Best Buy, so on and so forth. So I'm guessing that'll be what happens. I don't know if I'll pick up any of the holiday figures. I didn't really seem that interested in them last year, and I don't know if I will be this year. It really depends. The Black Series Power of the Force Ceremony Leia has actually been found in distribution centers as well, which means she actually has, I believe, a February estimated release date. So since she's already in distribution centers, hopefully that means we will get her sooner than expected if you did pre-order her. I mean, it just wouldn't make any sense to have her in distribution centers and then still wait another 3 months to ship. So hopefully we do get her pretty soon. But the Haslab Razor Crest actually has shown up in Canada distribution centers. So if you are Canadian that did get the Razor Crest, hopefully it should be shipping out to you guys as well. If you guys did miss out on the Walmart exclusive Bad Batch Rex, this guy's been going in and out of stock a ton the last week. It tends to go in stock at least once a day, probably more than that too if you do check. So check regularly, check every 15-20 minutes if you can. If you're ever up at 3 a.m., it tends to go up at 3 a.m. and then normally another restock towards between, I guess, 6 and 9 a.m. too. So yeah, check your website. I managed to pre-order one, or not pre-order, it is in stock. I managed to get one. It should be here in a few days. But yeah, guys, regularly check your websites, and because I know a lot of people are like, this figure's impossible to get. It really isn't. You just gotta try. But that is a good reason why you guys should hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any news like restocks and stuff to that extent. Anyway, guys, that is gonna do it for the video. If you did enjoy that, like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.